Right, we've got Kelly and Alan here from Heaven, the great Sydney heavy rock band who were down here last week, and they're now sort of materialising while they're up in Sydney at the moment. They're materialising once again on the Heavy Rock Show for the fabulous Radiothon special we're having, and we'll just have a bit of a preview of this new album you've got out, which as yet untitled, but
untitled as yet.
Currently being pressed over in England.
Oh, I think it's been, it's the master tapes and everything have been taken over to Britain and Europe and the States, and by the end of the month we'll find out what's happening with the album as far as deals and that happen over there. But it's getting pressed here, I think.
So you're looking straight away at marketing it overseas?
Yeah, well, we've already got the deal happening in London and Europe, so what we're hoping now, and the talks that we're on just now, we're just making some deals in America. So with a bit of luck and fingers crossed, we can pull that off.
Are they sort of serious attempts at overseas?
Oh,
very serious.
That's really good.
It's turned out really good. One of the few bands we already had the deal there in London before the album was even done, so we're really happy with that. And now that we've had phone calls and telegrams from London, and that our manager Michael Brannan, he reckons it's gone over fantastic. So we're really happy.
Excellent.
Happy.
Yeah. The album, it's been totally mixed in Australia. It's all sort of finished.
Yeah, it was done at 301 in Sydney there with a guy called John B. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of engineering work there at EMI.
It's a new name in producing for heavy rock.
Yeah, well, this is John's first time, I think.
Yeah, he's done a lot of engineering with the Angels. I think it's the first time he's done producing with us.
First album.
It's good. So between him and the band and Michael, I think it's turned out pretty well. A pretty good first album all around. Yeah, so we're quite happy.
Yeah,
that's good. And looking for release around the beginning of January, you say?
Yeah, the end of January. End of January should be out. The cover sleeve and everything else all fixed up then. So everything should be finished then.
Okay, let's get into a few of the tracks. We'll start off with the current single, which hopefully by this time is no longer just at Central Station. It could be at Thrashers or something. I believe you're performing this one on Countdown on Sunday night.
Yep.
Yeah,
there's a clip on there.
And also perhaps a first for a beginning band in a sort of first time debut single, where normally the band would hop up and mime the song with the teeny box.
Yeah, right. We're quite surprised about that.
Yeah, no, we're really happy. We spent a lot of money on the film clip. We spent about $11,000 on the film clip, which is it's a lot of money, but it's good to have somebody have a bit of faith in the band and give us a go. And thanks to Countdown for shoving it on, with the band.
So basically, Countdown are playing the film clip of your own produced film clip, which is the sort of thing they're not normally known to do. They normally stick you up there.
Normally have the band live first, miming the song, other than a film clip.
They do, yeah. And normally only like Night Moves or something would play your film clip.
That's what It's surprising.
That's good, yeah.
We're really happy with that.
Yeah.
And the name of the single is Fantasy. Any deep, meaningful lyrics? Or just good hard rock?
Songs about old girlfriends, I suppose.
Right.
Old women friends.
Well, let's have a listen to Fantasy from Heaven. It reminds me perhaps unfairly of AC/DC, particularly one song, but I won't sort of get too heavy about it. But a few people have said this AC/DC thing. Is it?
I suppose that, if you really want to pick a song to pieces, that you'll find bits and pieces of other songs. It's, admittedly, there's maybe a tiny, weeny little bit.
Well, obviously you've got your influences, like all bands.
Yeah, they're a good band.
Yeah, good band.
They're a good band. And,
you take your influences from a lot of bands. Anyway, sounds good.
Yeah, well, most of the other songs on the album are very different.
Every song on the album is different. Virtually,
it's
a different stuff.
It's in the one vein, but they're all different.
Right. Well, the next song that interests me is The Storm. Now, what can you tell me about this one?
Third World War, Holocaust.
All about nuclear or something?
Yeah. Well, this one was wrote. This is one of the most recent songs, and that was wrote after President Saddam got kind of
Blown away.
blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a bit of storm and the Nostradamus things predicting this and all this sort of thing. So
Do you hold much belief for those predictions?
if it happens, it happens. We might all end up in heaven.
But in the meantime, we'll have a good time.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to die young. Let's have a listen to The Storm. Alright, we're back here with Heaven once again. Not exactly live, but semi-live on the Heavy Rock Show here. And talking to...
Keep sending in money. What is it, the radio
The
phone?
radio
The radio
phone,
phone. Send in your pennies.
All you got to do
From
is
heaven.
phone 5348255.
Support rock and roll.
Right.
Yeah.
And bands like Heaven.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's get into the third song that really, really grabs my attention. This song, it's, as far as I'm concerned, listening, I've had a couple of listens at this stage to the album, and this song is probably, in my opinion, on first impressions anyway, getting all that out, one of the best on the album, and that's The Ballad.
The ballad.
A very, it starts off fairly slowly, nice bit of acoustic guitar, and then really blows your speakers out. So,
Yes, we're not responsible for blowing speakers. You played at your own risk. Ballad's a love song. It's kind of write a lot of songs about girls, women, wars. A good mixture. Women and wars. But no, the ballad's a nice love song of kind of missing something when it's, you know, when it's gone, it's gone.
fairly older.
The song.
Mm.
No, it's not that old.
Well, many of the songs written in the studio for the album, or were you pretty well prepared?
But 2 or 3 of them were redone in the studio.
Yeah.
So, the ballads are probably about 8 months old. The band's only been together for a year, so
it's one of your early songs.
yeah, but you might as well say all the songs are just a year old, so they're not that old.
That's true.
You know, the next album we're already working on is turning out pretty good.
Yeah,
Really good.
which is surprising. You're such a young band. Obviously, you've had a fair bit of experience, all the members in various parts of the rock industry so far. Various bands. I think Kelly played in Swanee, and
Yeah.
the others have played in Fat Lip over in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, 4 guys from Adelaide and Kelly's from Sydney.
But even so, it's fairly rare, particularly these days, for bands together for only a year to come out with so much product so quickly, and with such a well-known producer and big studios. I mean,
Yeah, we really have. It's good we got somebody, you know, back in the band pretty good. He's a good manager. And he's got faith in the band, I suppose. What do you reckon?
Mm.
So, touch wood, I hope a lot of other people get faith in Australian product. Same thing happens over and over again.
yeah,
Hey.
just need that break.
You don't know what you've got until it's gone.
Alright, well, let's hoe into the ballad, and starting off quietly.
A lengthy song.
Yes.
Just short title.
So, how to hear him? Listen!
Alright, well, that's the ballad, and we'll come to the last song of the album. At the moment, it seems to be the last song. Is the order that you've given us on the tape, is that the order that
Yeah,
you've sort of
I think you got the
finalised?
finished album, the arrangements of the song and that.
Yeah, the running order, I think.
The running order is what you got there.
Well, what sort of criterion do you put? It's one thing that interests me. How do you place songs in order?
Very hard. It's
Did you take a long time over it? Is it?
yeah. Well, John B, producer, he gave everybody a sheet of paper, and virtually what we did was put down the songs which we think should go in order, and the songs that matched up the most virtually went like that. So I think it turned out pretty good. You got 2 good sides. You know, there's 10 good songs on it.
Do you follow the old approach? Or it seems to me perhaps the approach that a lot of the older heavy rock bands, like early 70s, used to sort of put the best song first, and the second best song last, or vice versa.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, like a lot of people, or me myself anyway. You get an album, and you usually put it on the B side, the second side, and have a listen to the first couple of tracks. If they're okay, virtually the rest of the album should sound alright. Put it on any side you want. Both sides are okay, believe me.
Right, well, the last song on the album is called Suck City. Fairly heavy title. What's this one?
Yes, we had to change a word in that one.
Which word is that?
Suck City. Suck City. It's we dedicate that one to places we don't like, virtually, give us a hard time. But 9 out of 10 places we get on okay, I think.
Are these like smallish towns? Like
Oh, no, it's not necessarily. Not necessarily. But it's just we can dedicate it to lots of little places, hotels, townships, cities.
People that give you a hard time.
That's it. They can suck it. But Suck City is just a song about probably society. I think it's police breathing down your neck, dog bludgers, busting a few heads because you got nothing else to do. You've got plenty of time on your hands. It's just that's probably a song about unemployment, which goes down everywhere. But it's just a song with plenty of time on your hands. You've got nothing else better to do, so you cause a little bit of trouble.
Okay.
The youth of today.
The youth of today.
Star Hotel and all that. Alright, well, thanks for coming in and talking to us here on the Radiothon on PBS.
Don't forget, send in your money.
Excellent. And we'll go out with Suck City. See you later, Alan.
Catch you later then, Chuck. Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
Fucking useless fucking thing. Stop! Stop, you fucking little bastard. Fucking stop. Thank you. Oh, fucking stop.